Namaste, my dear children. Welcome to you all for our third video on the lesson Mauritius, written by R.K. Lakshman. So, children, in our previous video, we have completed our discussion about four paragraphs. Paragraph number 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, in these paragraphs, R.K. Lakshman has explained us about the people of Mauritius. He has explained why can we find people belonging to different countries in this very tiny island that is Mauritius. So we have seen that the buccaneering trinity, the English, the French and the Dutch, they had a competition among themselves to have control over Mauritius for its spices, sugarcane, and for its strategic position in the vastness of Indian Ocean, right? So these three countries, these three European countries, the English, the French, and the Dutch, they ruled Mauritius for a few years. So these people, they brought people from the countries like India and Africa, okay, as their slaves, okay, to work in the sugarcane fields, to work in the factories. And these people who have come as indentured laborers, they got settled down there, and that is why their children's and their grandchildren's root from their original motherland got withered. Then we have seen the people of Mauritius are very friendly. R.K. Lakshman has very beautifully explained it. So he has explained that in the beginning when he started his tour in Mauritius, he felt very awkward of himself because he could not smile at the people of Mauritius as they did to him. So they were very friendly. They are very friendly people. Now let us see what he explains about Mauritius in the next paragraph. Children, have a pencil without forgetting, without fail, have a pencil in your hand to underline the difficult words and write their meanings there. So open page number 24, paragraph number 8. So I'll read out the paragraph for you. The same atmosphere of friendliness prevails even in Port Louis, the seat of government. The cabinet ministers and others in high positions do not act as if they were born to the grace. They are just like ordinary people one bumps into in an airport lawn or in a hotel lobby. They are unassuming, accessible, communicative, and above all, go about without a protection shield of hangers on and security men to repel casual approaches. I am shown a modest looking flat in a busy street lined with shops and crawling traffic. It is the residence of the Prime Minister of Mauritius. Port Louis brings to my mind Joseph Conrad and Maugham. This little port town seems as if it were built at the suggestion of these writers to suit their novels and short stories. Merchant ships, trawlers, dinghies stand anchored in the harbor with cobwebs of ropes and festoons of flags hanging from their masts. Grimy sailors and dock hands in seamen's caps, long on oil drums and packing cases, or lean against bleak warehouse walls, smoking pipes. Sugarcane fields like a carpet of green cover the island on all sides as far as the eye can see, up to the foot of the distant blue mountains that ring the island, a volcanic happening of geological ages. These mountains do not have the traditional monotonous pyramidal shapes. Their outlines are freakish and whimsical. The whimsical with unexpected sweeps and perpendicular drops and pinpointed peaks, precariously doing a balancing act with boulders as big as a skyscraper. Okay, now let us know the meanings of difficult words. So first word, children, grim. Okay, it is explained in previous video only. Grim means very serious. Okay, in this paragraph also we have the word grim, very serious. Then next comes, children, bumps. Bumps means what? Bumps means knock or run at, or knock or run into something or someone with a jolt. Okay, so bumps means ಯಾರನ್ನಾರು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿ ದೂಕೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಒಳನುಗ್ಗುತ್ತೇವಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಬಂಪ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಲಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಅ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ರೂಮ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಹೋಟೆಲ್, railway station, or in an airport. Long here it is used as what? A noun. Long means what, children? A public room in a hotel, railway station, or a bus stand, or your aeroplane, in an airport, etc. Then after that, next comes your lobby. Okay, so what is lobby? Lobby means entrance room. Lobby means entrance room. Then comes another word, trawler. Trawler is a kind of fishing boat. Okay, it is a kind of fishing boat with a large net behind it. So it is trawler. Then comes your dinghies. Dinghy. Again, it is also a small boat used for recreational purpose or race. So ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಸಮುದ್ರದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೋಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಅ ಡಿಂಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋ ತರದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ರೀಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಂಗಿ. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಫೆಸ್ಟೂನ್ಸ್. ಫೆಸ್ಟೂನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟೂನ್? ಫೆಸ್ಟೂನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅ ಚೈನ್ ಆರ್ garland of leaves, okay, or flowers or flags. Festoon andre male, a garland of, it may be of leaves, it may be of flags, it may be of flowers. So festoon, children. After festoon, next comes your masts. Masts andre eno, a tall upright part on a ship or boat. Mast andre a tall upright post on a ship or your boat. Then comes a dockhand. Dockhand means a labor who loads or unloads vessels in a port. Dockhand andre hamali illi. Okay, so who loads or unloads the vessels in the port. Okay, then next, again in this paragraph there are many difficult words. So again you have the same word long here, children. Here this long is used as a verb. There it was used as what? It was used as a noun. Okay, it was a public room. It is a public room in a railway station or in a bus stand or in an airport. So there it is noun. Here it is what, children? Verb. Here long means what? Sit or stand in a relaxed or lazy way. That is long. Then next comes bleak. Bleak means what? Uncovered or exposed. Then children, freakish. Okay, freakish means what? Strange or unexpected. Okay, freakish means what? Strange or unexpected. Then next comes whimsical. So whimsical means what? Whimsical means capricious or fantastic. Very beautiful. Fantastic. Whimsical means what? Fantastic. Then comes your precariously. What is the meaning of precariously? Precariously means dependent on chance or uncertain. Okay, risky. Precariously. Then next comes long. I have told you the meaning of long. It is used as a verb here. So sit or stand in a relaxed or lazy way. So now in this paragraph, R.K. Lakshman has given description about many things. 4 to 5 things he has explained in this paragraph. First he has started with the politicians of Mauritius, the politicians and the government officers who are working at high posts in Mauritius, how will they behave with the public? So about the politicians he has explained it. Then from politicians he has shifted to Port Louis, the capital city of Mauritius. How is Port Louis? So what is the condition there? So from Port Louis he has shifted to the harbors in this port town. Harbors alliro bandar. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಮಾರಿಷಸ್ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಬರ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಬಂದರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ? ಸೊ ಆ ಬಂದರುನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಿಪ್ಸ್, ಬೋಟ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ದೇ ಆಂಕರ್ಡ್? Then next, what about the dock hands there, laborers, hamalis who work there in the harbor there. Then afterwards he has shifted himself to, or he has shifted to the sugarcane fields of Mauritius. Then finally he has finished this paragraph with his explanation about the mountains of Mauritius. See, first of all politicians, then about the city Port Louis. Okay, how is Port Louis? Then about the harbors of Port Louis. Okay, harbor of Port Louis. Then next one, the boats and ships which are anchored there in the harbor. Okay, then afterwards, what about the people who work in the harbor there? Dock hands, laborers, hamalis, how do they work there? Then afterwards, sixth one is about the sugarcane fields, and finally he has given description about the beautiful mountains of Mauritius. Okay, these mountains, they cover the island of Mauritius. So let us understand line by line, children. He has related the things very beautifully here. You have to observe that. Okay, related from one thing to one thing he has shifted. No, so that has been done. That with relation, he has brought relation there. So let us see. First of all, about the politicians, how will they be? The same atmosphere of friendliness prevails even in Port Louis, the seat of government. Here the seat of government means capital city. Which is the capital city? Port Louis is the capital city of Mauritius. So the same atmosphere of friendliness means who will be there in the capital city? It will be the politicians. No, it will be the center of administration, right? So the same friendly atmosphere is found in Port Louis also. The cabinet ministers and others in high positions do not act as if they were born to the grace. ತಾವೇನೋ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಇಳಿದು ಬಂದಿರೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದೀರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ just a member of Gram Panchayat, they start feeling that ತಾವೇನೋ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಇಳಿದು ಬಂದವರು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲೋ ಧರೆಗೆ ಬಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇಳಿದು ಬಂದಿರೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ವೇರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್, ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಟು ದ ಗ್ರೇಸ್. ಅವರಿಗೇನು ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ತಾನು ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಅಥವಾ ತಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೇನು ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗೆ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ they are just like ordinary people. One bumps into in an airport lawn or in a hotel lobby. They are just like ordinary people. So ordinary people, they will use public room in the bus stand or in an airport or in railway station. No, so in the same way these people also. Lobby, I have told you the meaning. No, lobby means what, children? Entrance hall. Okay, in the entrance halls of the hotels, in the public rooms in railway station, airports and bus stand and all, you can very well find whom? The cabinet ministers and the government officers who are working in high posts. Okay, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ 4-5 ಜನ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ 4 ಜನ ಏನಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಗನ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ Next, they are unassuming, accessible, communicative, and above all, go about without a protection shield of hangers on and security men to repel casual approaches. Okay, they are communicative, they are accessible. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ accessible. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ನೋ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ನೋ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದೂರದಿಂದ ನೋಡೋದು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ accessible. We can meet them. They are communicative. They are available to us for discussion. They are communicative, they are accessible, and they are unassuming, and above all, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂದ್ರೆ they go out without the ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಶೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗರ್ಸ್ ಆನ್. ಅವ್ರ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಯಾರೋ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮೆನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಇದ್ದವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ದೂಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಹಗ್ಗ ಕಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ದೆಮ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ but it is not like that in Mauritius. Then next one, I am shown a modest looking flat in a busy street lined with shops and crawling traffic. It is the residence of the Prime Minister of Mauritius. Okay, see, the residence of the Prime Minister of Mauritius, it is also ordinary. So it is also located in the busy street of what? Port Louis. So beside this residence of Prime Minister of Mauritius, you can find the shops there, okay, in a line. So it is there in the place where you can find heavy traffic also. So it is modest. The flat of the Prime Minister of Mauritius is modest. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗು ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲ. Then next one, now all these things are about whom? The politicians of Mauritius. Now coming to the city of Port Louis. How is the city of Port Louis? So Port Louis brings to my mind Joseph Conrad and Maugham. This little port town seems as if it were built at the suggestion of these writers to suit their novels and short stories. Okay, the city of Mauritius brought to his mind two lyricists or writers. Okay, who were they? One is Maugham and another one is Joseph Conrad. ಅವರೇನೋ ಪತ್ತೆದಾರಿ ಕಾದಂಬರಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಅವರ ಕಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ the Port Louis city was built. He felt like that. According to the suggestions of those writers, the city of Port Louis was built. It was felt by whom? R.K. Lakshman. Then next one. Okay. Merchant ships, trawlers, dinghies stand anchored in the harbor with cobwebs of ropes and festoons of flags hanging from their masts. Okay, masts, I have told you the meaning. No, it is a upright post. ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋಟಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ವಾಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ there were dinghies, there were trawlers, and there were merchant ships which were anchored in the harbor of this Port Louis, and these were decorated with what, children? Festoons of flags hanging from their masts. Andre mast indava festoon, it is garland or chain. So garland of what? Garland of flags. Flags in a garland ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಇದು ಅವರ ಮಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹೀಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡೆಕೋರೇಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, you can see that. Then next comes grimy sailors and dock hands in seaman's caps, long on oil drums and packing cases, or lean against bleak warehouse walls, smoking pipes. So in these ports, in this harbor, you can also find dock hands, laborers, and sailors. Okay, so travelers, sailors ಇನ್ ಸೀಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್, ಉಲ್ಲನ್ನಿಂದ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಕ್ಯಾಪು. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು whenever they are free, okay, these dock hands and the sailors, whenever they are free, they long. See, long, I have told you the meaning of long. Now it is used as what, children? Verb. Sit or stand in a relaxed or lazy way. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೋ ಶಿಪ್ಪಿಗೋ ಅಥವಾ ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ವಾಲಿಗೋ ಅವರು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸಾದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇಲರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೀಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮೋಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಇನ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ನೌ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. Sugarcane fields like a carpet of green cover the island on all sides as far as the eye can see, up to the foot of the distant blue mountains that ring the island. Okay, so you can see around this city of Port Louis, you can find the sugarcane field, and this sugarcane field, it is spread like a green carpet, and it extends up to the foots of the blue mountains that surround the city of the island of Mauritius. So this island as well as the mountains of this land are of volcanic origin. See, a volcanic happening of geological ages. Okay, so the mountains, they surround the city and the island of Mauritius, and up to the foots of these mountains you can find what, children? Sugarcane fields, and they look like a green carpet. Okay, so these mountains and this island Mauritius, it is formed by what, children? Volcanoes. Volcanic origin or volcanic happening of geological ages. So these mountains, how are these mountains? These mountains do not have the traditional monotonous pyramidal shapes. Okay, so usually we will have, or when we talk about mountains, this type of thing or this type of figure comes to our mind, right? So it is general traditional monotonous shape, right? ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಶೇಪೇ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಳು, ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಪರ್ವತಗಳು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ the mountains of Mauritius, these mountains do not have traditional monotonous pyramidal shape. ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಶೇಪ್ ಇಂದಲ್ಲ. So their outlines are freakish and whimsical with unexpected sweeps and perpendicular drops. Okay, so they are freakish. Freakish means strange. Whimsical means what, children? Fantastic. Freakish means what, children? Strange or unexpected. See, unexpected shapes of mountains are found in Mauritius. See, this is unexpected shape. See, this is an unexpected shape, no, children? See, their mountains do not have, these mountains do not have traditional monotonous pyramidal shapes. Their outlines are freakish. See, their outlines are strange, freakish and whimsical with unexpected sweeps and perpendicular drops. Unexpected sweeps, sudden ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ಟೀಪ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ unexpected sweeps and drops, perpendicular drops, and pinpointed peaks. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ pinpointed peaks you can find. Okay, pinpointed peaks precariously doing a balancing act with boulders as big as a skyscraper. So ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಎತ್ತರ ತನಕನೂ ಎತ್ತೆತ್ತರದ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸ್ಟೀಪ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, so precariously doing the job of balancing act with boulders as big as skyscrapers. Okay, so ಆಕಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ತಾಕ್ತವೆ ಹೇಳುವಷ್ಟು ಎತ್ತರದ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸು. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೂ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಬೌಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾವೆ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇನ್ Mauritius. Okay, now let us go for the next paragraph. There is no railway in Mauritius. Well-maintained trunk and arterial roads connect various villages and towns, cutting through the ubiquitous sugarcane fields. Although the whole country is only 64 kilometers by 50 kilometers in size, driving round the island for sightseeing makes me feel curiously that I am in a place as sprawling as India. But the excellent weather and breathtaking landscapes all around make up for many hours spent just sitting inside a car. It is very common for people to drive up and down an average 70 kilometers to a cocktail party or dinner with friends. Okay, so let us know the meanings of difficult words. Okay, so first difficult word here is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means what, children? Omnipresent, found everywhere. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಣುವಂತದ್ದು. Omnipresent, found everywhere. Then sprawling. Sprawling means what, children? Be of loose, irregular. Okay, irregular form. Be of loose, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. Then next one is, children, gnarled. Okay, that comes in the next paragraph. So in this paragraph, he gives explanation about again he continues his explanation about Mauritius. So this Mauritius is a very tiny island. No, he says that it is just 64 kilometers by 50 kilometers in size. So only you can find the well-maintained trunk and arterial roads which connect various villages and towns, cutting through the ubiquitous sugarcane fields. Ubiquitous here means sugarcane fields are ubiquitous, means you can find sugarcane fields all over Mauritius. So in this sugarcane fields itself, roads are made, arterial and trunk roads, main roads. Arterial andre trunk, arterial and trunk roads means main roads that connect the villages and towns. So when he traveled in this Mauritius, he felt that he like as he was traveling in India, he felt like that. Okay, sprawling, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾನೋ, in that way itself he toured Mauritius. Then he also tells that the landscape is very healthy there. It has got excellent weather and breathtaking landscapes. So he felt many hours sitting in the car. Then he also says that it is common for the people of Mauritius to travel from north to south, south to north, east to west, west to east in Mauritius for cocktail party or for sometimes for dinners. ನಮ್ಮ ಉತ್ತರ ಕನ್ನಡದಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇರಬಹುದು at the most this Mauritius. Okay, so that is why it is common for the people to travel in Mauritius for cocktail party or what, children? Dinner. Then in the next paragraph, he gives explanation about the wildlife and natural vegetation and wildlife of Mauritius. That let us see. So I note the trees here are so unlike the gigantic specimens I have seen in Andaman Islands. Disappointingly enough, they are short and gnarled even in the interior of jungles, looking just like abnormally overgrown bonsai. These jungles have no tigers or lions or elephants or any kind of wildlife. There are not even poisonous snakes or insects. The bat was the only mammal before man arrived on the island with the monkey and the deer centuries ago. Unfortunately, the birds are dwindling in number and variety. The dodo, a bird which could not fly and which certainly had no claims to beauty and elegance, was a native of this island and mercifully is extinct now. and so are the giant tortoises of Aldabra variety, of which a few specimens have been brought and kept in an enclosure in the botanical gardens at Pamplemouses. Okay, now he is explaining us about the wildlife and natural vegetation. First he gives explanation about natural vegetation. So first difficult word here is, children, gnarled. Gnarled means what, children? Rough and twisted. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ಮರಗಿಡಗಳು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ gnarled, ದೇ ಆರ್ ರಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಬೋನ್ಸಾಯ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಚರ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮಿನಿಚರೈಸ್ಡ್ or but a real tree. It is miniaturized but a real tree. ಬೋನ್ಸಾಯಿ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಬೋನ್ಸಾಯಿ ಟ್ರೀ, ಸೊ ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗಿ ಹಲಸಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಪಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಪಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಟ್ರೀ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ tiny. Okay, bonsai. Then afterwards, next difficult word is dwindling. Dwindling means what, children? Declining or decreasing gradually. And next difficult word is elegance. Elegance means what? Being graceful or stylish in appearance or in manner. So he had visited the island of Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman Nicobar island, it is near to the equator, and that is why it gets heavy rainfall there, and that is why we can find what type of natural vegetation in Andaman Nicobar. Very tall trees, dense forest. So he thought that in Mauritius also he would find the same type of forest, but unfortunately he didn't experience that. In the interior of the jungles of Mauritius also, we can find only small gnarled trees. The trees here are short. Okay, he felt that they are as if abnormally grown, overgrown bonsai. Bonsai gida actually it grows very short. It is a dwarf kind of tree. Dwarf alva adu. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಬೋನ್ಸಾಯಿ ಗಿಡನೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾರಿಷಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ gnarled. Okay, and what about the wildlife here? He says that the jungles have no tigers or lions or elephants or any kind of wildlife. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ wildlife ಇಲ್ಲ. There are not even poisonous snakes and insects. Even poisonous snakes and insects are not found here. The bat was the only mammal. Before man went to this Mauritius with monkey and deer, what was the only mammal found there? It was bat. Okay, so now unfortunately the birds are dwindling in number and variety. Whatever birds were found there, now their variety and number is decreasing, dwindling. The dodo, a bird which could not fly and which certainly had no claim to beauty and elegance, was a native of this island, and mercifully it is extinct now. Okay, now he is speaking about a special kind of bird called dodo. Okay, it was the native of Mauritius. It had no claim to beauty and elegance, means adu chandada pakshi ಏನು ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, so it was not a beautiful bird. It had no claim to beauty and elegance. It could not fly also. So it was the native of Mauritius, but unfortunately this variety, this species of bird is extinct now. Allu ulkolle illa, adu extinct agbittide. So the same is, and so are the giant tortoises of Aldabra variety. So you could find a giant tortoise which belong to Aldabra variety, now which a few specimens have been brought and kept in the enclosure in the botanical gardens at Pamplemouses. So now these Aldabra variety of giant tortoises, they too are considered as the animals or the creatures belonging to endangered species. To save them from extinction, few specimens have been brought to the botanical garden of Pamplemouses. So this is about the natural vegetation and wildlife of Mauritius. So what else R.K. Lakshman has explained about Mauritius? Let us see in our next video. Thank you very much, children.